Hey guys, how do we keep it dirty? Hope you guys can hear me. We're out in the desert and it's kind of windy. Today we're doing our review of the live valve shocks on the new Raptor. Ever since we bought the truck, we've been getting a lot of questions from you guys on what our thoughts on it, so we're going to answer them today. Now, we've had a chance to take the truck out a few times now since the making of this video. We've done mountain trails. We've done Lucerne. And favorite area, which is Cal City area, Barstow area. Initial thoughts on the suspension is that it's great. It's a huge improvement over the last generation. I mean, massive improvement. The front end's a whole lot more planted. It's not so eager to mush itself all the way down to the bottom. And the back end tends to behave a little bit better than the stock rear suspension. Now, that's not to say it's perfect. The front end still has a tendency to go down a little too low, and you guys can see it based on the scratches I have on my skid plate. But overall, it's much smoother. You're not bottoming that suspension out as hard as we were with the old suspension. In the back, though, that's a different story. The back end still has a big problem with it, and that's the stock leaf springs. The stock leaf springs are way too soft. They let this thing bottom out like nothing in the back. And at the same token, the new shocks are a little bit stiffer than the old ones were. So if you have an empty bed, this thing is all over the place. As soon as you hit anything with a little bit of chop, washboards, corrugations, whatever you want to call them, as soon as you get a little bit of chop, the back end just wants to kick out and get all over the place. It's actually holding the whoops very well. Oh, there goes the back end though. Look at that, the back end is doing pretty good. The back end just keeps sliding. We're only going about 40. It's still in good, but that back end is definitely just wanted to kick out, which we're gonna have to figure out later. Now let me show you what this looks like from outside the truck. You can actually see the truck kick out just a little bit as the road starts getting a little choppy. And this is because the live valves can't really compensate that quickly for the chop on the road. And no suspension really can do that unless you soften it up completely. So the live valves are okay, but again, with an empty bed, be careful out there. So in that respect, it does kind of suck. And if you look, ours looks a little bit lower, right? Well, that's because we put about 200 pounds in the bed to try to compensate for that messed up back end. So we put our RPG off-road rack and our jack together combined. They're about 200 pounds. And together, they've actually allowed us to calm down that back end and really get it dialed in to the point that I really like the way the truck's performing with the live valves. I was expecting not to like it, but I am really liking it. Yeah, you heard that right. I am liking the way the truck's performing in its stock configuration with the live valve. But there's a big but there. You gotta have 200 pounds in the back, and this thing needs bump stops, because without the bump stops, we were just smashing that back end at every single little jump, and it sucked. The front end's actually doing pretty good. I still want to raise it at some point, but for those of you guys that are looking for a truck that's gonna be awesome off-road without a ton of major mods, the new live valves are a huge improvement over the 2017s and 2018 Raptors. But again, if you're gonna do it, you need to carry at least 200 pounds in the back, and I recommend bump stops right off the bat. You gotta have bump stops, otherwise you're gonna fuck something up back there. Now, I do want to add an asterisk to all this, and that's I'm not exactly trusting of the live valve suspension. Main reason why is because of the location of the sensors. I have a feeling that somewhere along the road, whether it's on a heavy trail or on a really bumpy day or a muddy day, I'm going to be ripping off some of these sensors at some point. And I've heard that many of you out there that have the live valve have gone through and actually damaged, whether it's a line or a sensor or a bracket or something like that. So we are going to get rid of this eventually on our truck because the primary focus of our build is off-roading.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Put any comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like and let me know your experiences with the live valve. If you have these on your truck, very interested to know what kind of experiences you're currently having with them. I do like them. I think it's a massive step forward, but let me know what you think. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.